gentlemen, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, Mongl. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. It is your boy Mongo. Joining me tonight, my right-hand man here, Mr. Matty Rains. And man, you think you're special. I can see. Boys and girls, not only am I a 6-time procrastination champion, I'm also the current reigning, defending predictions champion. That's right. I damn near called back. That's perfect. Just pulling it out of my ass. I don't know how I did it.
And who came in second place? Oh, Kenny did for once.
Yeah, he finally came in second.
He finally. It was a hilarious moment because it came down to Brock versus Cody, and Mongo picked Cody. We all picked Brock. We all thought Brock was going to win. So Kenny started celebrating, and Cody won. Well, those celebrations did not happen. Those went away.
Man,
and now Mongo is champion again.
Don't you hate to see it? But speak of the devil, look who decided to join us.
Boys and girls,
your second place, Ken Dango Almas. How you doing, Kenny?
Did you just really say second place? How about that?
You would be you. I mean, you did come to second. You beat me.
Well, I'll tell you the reason. The reason I went Cody is because I didn't think I had a chance. I was like, I'll just take a risk, and that's all that happened. Because if I had not gone Cody, I think me and Kenny were tied.
Yeah,
Kenny would have won with the tiebreakers. Like Kenny had 2 tiebreakers right, which is nobody ever gets 1 right, let alone 2. And the one night he gets 2 right, it didn't matter.
I was with y'all until like the second to last match. I was just like, no.
I damn near picked the perfect show.
Yeah, it was a good performance.
Always run out of switches. Like the one switch rule is the best rule. You make that one switch, and it's like, damn, I could really switch 3 matches. I can only
making it one is you got to pick the right one.
Right.
No, it was Kenny. Like I swear to God, you really are cursed because you not win until December, and you're gonna win in December. Like it's gonna happen.
And I'm gonna hold it for another month, and then not win again for.
It's just you.
It's the bullshit. It's the bullshit. And then I'm tired today because, as you see, I don't even have on a wrestling T-shirt. I was supposed to make it to my daughter's dance recital today, but people want to call out of work, so Kenny had to stay at work, so I didn't even get to go to the dance recital.
Damn,
that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Exactly. Been at work since 6:45 this morning. Literally walked in the door to come in here to listen to you call me number 2.
Hey, silver medal's pretty good.
Second place just means you're the first person to fucking lose. No one remembers number 2.
Hell, Ricky, you could be second, third. Hell, you be 4th.
No one remembers number 2.
His dad just shitted all over that. He's like, I don't remember saying that. I was probably high as hell when I said that.
I was high when I said that. So, we got a lot to talk about this week. Of course, the amazing show in Puerto Rico this weekend, Backlash. That was probably the best crowd we've ever heard. Ever.
And what happens when you don't get a crowd of pay-per-view for 14 years.
And here's the thing, though. I don't know if y'all noticed. WWE is not planning any foreseeable future pay-per-views in Puerto Rico.
It's gonna be another 14 years.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
You know, that sounds like look, we don't know when Bad Bunny's coming back. So once we get that lined up.
No, you're saying his name wrong, Mongo.
Right.
You're saying his name wrong. The Bad Bunny. The Bad Bunny.
The Bad Bunny's time.
Right.
Man, guys, what a show. That was incredible.
It's literally this year's Great Balls of Fire.
I was about to say, you said that in one of our chats. It was this year's Great Ball, and it really is. It's the show no one really expected much out of. Aside from honestly, we kind of expected the Bad Bunny match to be good because he's surprisingly good at this.
But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect that match with him and Damian Priest to be that good.
Man.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, he did a great job in that tag match. Sorry for the camera being off, folks. I'm kind of eating my dinner at the same time. Like I said, I just got in. Like, we knew Bad Bunny was a very good wrestler. Okay, I'm not going to say great. He's a very good wrestler. But he was in a tag match with three other professional wrestlers who definitely can hold their own. Yeah, your ass won, I think. That's why Reggie said he won his title back.
I'll double check, but yeah, I think you won.
He was in a tag match, so he had three other professional wrestlers around him that could pretty much carry him if he slipped up the first time we saw him. So I didn't expect this match to be as good as what it was. Bad Bunny can legit hold his own in a match with nobody else. Plain and simple. Like, it's really come down to the point where I never thought I would say this. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul might be the two best celebrities in wrestling history, as far as them wrestling in the ring. And I'm old, so I remember when people like LT was trying to wrestle, when the Fridge came in for the Royal Rumble. Like, that's how old my ass is. Okay.
Real quick, I was gonna get the score. So for the score between Reggie and Big Baddie. It was 6-5, very close. Damn. Big Baddie retains. So
Reggie said it.
The bloodline pick. Yeah.
Matty
man, so it's them like them, Pat McAfee. Like we have seen so many celebrities that are just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it and I'm actually gonna give a shit. And it ends up just being fantastic. I mean,
you can tell when
God.
you can tell when a celebrity is doing this just for a promo, and when a celebrity is doing this because they're like, hey, I like wrestling. I legit want to try this and legit want to do this. And you could tell Bad Bunny, Paul, and even McAfee, you could tell they didn't just spend 2 months in the ring or something like that. They were in the ring for they literally spent, you could tell, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months legit training for this.
I mean,
because this wasn't even a regular match. This was a no DQ match. It was a street fight. So, like, for Bad Bunny to be able to take hits from a weapon, do all the stuff that he did, and still walk away, yeah, that man gets nothing but respect from me.
And like, it's not even. I think what's great about Bad Bunny is he legit knows, because he's a performer. He's a top class performer, so he knows how to like sell to the crowd, and like he knew when to grab that kendo stick that he was giving from Savio Vega at the right time. He didn't get that one first. That was like he got that later once he got back into the match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would like throw it at the crowd. You know, when he was taking the hits, he was selling to the camera. Like, Jesus Christ, he is so good at this. And I always bring this name up when we talk about celebrities getting in wrestling. I always thought, before we had these three in the WWE, that DeAndre Hopkins was like the number one like celeb to do like a wrestling match. Because if you watch TNA around that time, he actually like gave.
Oh, you mean Pac-Man
Jones? Pac-Man Jones.
No.
D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo Williams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Williams.
Okay.
He like Pac-Man didn't give a damn.
Pac-Man didn't do nothing.
Williams, he went in there. He took clotheslines. He did body slams. He did like cross bodies. Like, he was going off, but he wasn't like connecting with the rest of it.
Right.
That's as good as it's going to get for somebody that doesn't do this normally. I was wrong, because Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, and Bad Bunny can genuinely hang with wrestlers.
Like cut promos, get in the ring, everything.
I feel
the
like
most
for the
compelling
three,
thing going into Backlash was Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
like for 2 out of the 3 of them, they're probably some of the biggest wrestling fans ever, and they just happen to be rich. Like they've already. Pat McAfee was a wrestling fan who just happened to be good at football. Stumbled into football.
Let's not
He ain't even good at that. He said that he stumbled into that. He didn't even know how to punt.
let's not undersell the greatest kicker of all time.
The fact that Pat McAfee laid people out. How you a punter and laying people out?
How many punters and/or kickers do you see trucking dudes? I'm sorry. That's my punter. Number
Pat
one
says that he overachieved at life. Like he's like, I never should have made it to West Virginia. I never should have made it to the NFL. He's like, I love wrestling. Like we knew that he was doing this stuff. Mongo, I remember Mongo bringing it up that Pat had a ring at his house before he was
trained by Rip. God, what is his name?
Is it Taylor?
Is like Rip Taylor. He was getting trained by Rip Taylor. Like a legit, like
wrestler.
Tough pain in the ass wrestler. Like a dude known for like tearing the love out of the sport to make sure you know what you're doing. Rip Taylor was just training Pat McAfee just to do it. Just to do it.
And then you got Bad Bunny, who probably was like all of us and didn't listen to the Please Don't Try This at Home.
Let's see.
And probably he probably already knew how to do a lot of this stuff just from watching, and then he's just been able to refine it with actual training.
Yeah. It was Rip Rogers. You're right, Reggie. Thank you. Rip Rogers.
And then the kicker out for all 3 of them, this is the difference between Vince's WWE and Triple H's WWE or the Nick Khan WWE. All of these people, Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, and who was the third person?
Pat
McAfee. They all know they all grew up. We're all in the same age group. They all know who Triple H is. They all look up to Triple H. And then Triple H is running it. It don't take nothing. Oh, go out there and go ahead, Triple H, talk to them. They're gonna be like, oh, that's Triple H. And Triple H is gonna go in there and be like, hey, I want you to, we're interested in you. We want you to do something with us. You interested? Yeah. Who gonna say no to Triple H?
Let's be realistic. Who gonna say no to Vince? Who gonna say no to Vince McMahon?
I was about to say Gronk. Almost remember what I think about Gronk not wanting to jump off of that.
And Vince said, "Let me show you how it's done." Damn it!
Yeah. Vince, 80 years old, does it? Like we had like Gronk. They wanted Gronk, and Gronk didn't want to do that shit. But Bad Bunny, Pat McAfee, and Logan Paul. As much as I hate his ass, they are doing everything they're asked to do.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible. We're at this age where people that come out of the business into it generally just want to try, and it makes it so. We used to like hate the celebrity spot because they would always suck. You get one every now, but now those are some of the best parts of the show.
It's to the point now where we're looking to see which celebrity can outdo the next one now. Yeah, that's what it is. We're looking to see go, because at one point let's be realistic, we all loved Snoop in the damn wrestler ring. Because we were like, Snoop, he's doing his thing, yeah.
He's trying. Snoop's trying.
Then we saw him hop off the rope in AEW, and we were like, Lord, the boy's gonna die. Great.
He won it back at Mania when he popped Miz when they didn't know what to do, and he just kind of
He just kind of winged it and everything like that. It's like, all right,
shout out to that cameraman that told him to hit him.
So, like, we're used to seeing that type of athletic ability from celebrities. So to see somebody hit a Panama Sunrise with authority for the win is ridiculous.
And that was a good, and like also it is Damian Priest because like we always give the Miz credit because he deserves it. He always does the celebrity stuff. It's always the Miz. This time it was Damian Priest, and Priest was incredible in that. Well, you know, let's cover the whole show and we'll get into it. So Backlash 2023 started off with Bianca Belair and Io Sky. As far as like an in-ring wrestling match, this was the match of the week. This might be the best women's match this year.
And it further proves that Bianca is Jane Cena.
I'm so happy Io got her flowers. Yeah. I mean, granted, she didn't win. I am so happy Io got a chance to let the main roster know just how good she is and that the crowd knew how good she was. Like the three of us chose her. The three of us, we know how good Io is. We've been fans of hers since NXT and Mongo, probably even before that, because you were watching Stardom and everything like that. So you've been a fan of Io for a long time. We've been a fan of Io since she made her debut in NXT. You know, and we like, yo, she's really good, this and that. But on the main roster, she's been stuck to Bayley's hip. Speaking of Bayley's hip, shout out to Bayley in them pants.
Yeah, I don't know if that was her choice or like somebody else's, like Makazi did that or something.
Listen, I think she made that choice for her. Bravo, she banged. Bravo, she banged for that. Good. We appreciated that. But yeah, she's been stuck to Bayley's hip, so we're like, oh, her and Dakota aren't gonna really get the shine the way they are. We've even said for the longest, like, they need to leave Dakota because you could tell like this is really like hindering their career and shit like that. So the fact that the crowd chose to make Bianca the heel and Io the face, that is not the word, brother. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, no, that crowd, they were fully invested in Io Sky winning that. And
fully.
Would you? We ask this question every now and then when we hear the crowd and how they're reacting. Would y'all have called an audible?
No,
absolutely not.
Okay, absolutely
not.
I've heard that discussion on other shows, and I wanted to get y'all's opinion on that. I don't think I would have either, but I think you can see that and go, okay, you know what? Down the line, you can win a world title. Like, we'll get to it. This was the testing grounds to see if they can have her do it, and she can.
Right. I wouldn't have called an audible mainly because I hate to say it like this, Puerto Rico. Even though you were an excellent crowd, that's not a big enough pay-per-view for Bianca to lose her belt.
Yeah, Bianca needs to lose it at a very. It's kind of like Charlotte losing her belt. How big Bianca is now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have called an audible in that match either.
I wouldn't have had her lose it regardless. I don't think any moment can top for Puerto Rico. Any moment can top. Well, until Bad Bunny, Edge cashing in Money in the Bank the first time in Puerto Rico after the Elimination Chamber on John Cena.
That was Puerto Rico, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a cool ass moment.
Like I feel like that nothing can top that besides Bad Bunny.
Reggie, I completely disagree. I would not have called an audible in the rematch. Zelina would have lost that damn thing too. And when we get to Zelina's match, I got a little thing I want to say about that too.
But Bianca beats Io after Io has Bianca set up for the over the moonsault, and Bayley's trying to hold her hair down under the ring, but the ref sees it, and that distracts Io long enough for Bianca to wake up, avoid the moonsault and the KOD. So there's more damage control issues. I saw people saying you could have had Io win the belt and then have problems with the Bayley, and you could have, but
just not right now.
Bianca, I think beating Bianca needs to be a little bit bigger than that.
Right, it has to be at like a SummerSlam,
Mania.
Yeah, it has to be one of those. Like, she can't lose it at a. I don't want to call it a B pay-per-view. I don't want to call it that because the crowd made it an A show, so I don't want to call it that. But
the crowd did, and the crowd deserve all the flowers we can give them. But that is still a B show.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
That'll be like Bianca losing on a random Friday night.
Yeah,
like
they got their win. They got their win later on, which we'll talk about. So yeah, Bianca.
I do want to talk. I do want to say, I'm just happy Io ain't break her face when Bianca did that one arm press.
Oh
yeah, she did land like right on her face.
Right, directly on her face. I was like, oh damn.
Didn't Bad Bunny also? Yeah, there was a sliced bread. We'll get to that sliced bread moment. So yeah, Bianca beats Io in 18 minutes. The third
that match did not feel like it was 18 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know it felt shorter.
If that's how action packed. Yeah. You're right, Tito. She legit looked like that after she fell.
Also, shout out to the Reds on beating the New York Mets today, winning the series, drinking a beer in honor of them, rounding third, a red IPA.
Next up, a match that surprised the hell out of me. Seth Rollins versus Omos.
Dude, first of all,
the one tiebreaker I did win.
The one tiebreaker you won, and I won every other one. I was surprised almost went that goddamn long, and I'm surprised that almost actually wrestled.
Yeah, and like not only did he go that long, he wasn't gassed at
the end. Yeah.
Shout out to the Homo sapiens.
The Homo.
Oh my!
It's Homo. You know what? All right, WWE. All right.
I told y'all.
We'll buy into Omos. Okay, we'll buy into him. But Omos, if Omos wants me to really be a fan, he got to stop that screaming after every move he does. He sound like Street Fighter when you get a kill on somebody, like when you kill Blanca.
But man, it was surprisingly, I was invested, and Seth, I thought he was going to lose. Honestly, I thought there were points. I didn't think he was going to pull this one off. He did 2 curb stomps, can't get a win. So he does the super curb stomp, the Super Mario Bros. Curb stomp.
And he stomped his head like I'm about to say he did.
And as a response, MVP said this 3 days ago. After this match, he said the internet pissant said Omos versus Strowman would be terrible. It wasn't. The flat scan said Omos would suck against Brock. He didn't. Denwood said his match with Seth would be trash. He put a little smirk emoji. He said, while you're hating, the man is improving and literally doing big things.
I mean,
Homo sapiens in the building, baby.
I'll admit when I'm wrong.
I don't want him as a champion, but
I said the same stuff about Braun when he first came up. Like, man, this guy's going to be useless. He's just big.
Braun Strowman will forever be the biggest steal in fantasy wrestling history for that first run because we laughed at it. Oh, he ain't about to do nothing, and he murdered people. He
nonstop.
James Ellsworth.
Let's be realistic. Ellsworth and Braun running full steam is what brought us all on. Let's be realistic. Yeah. The fact that Ellsworth and the dude before Ellsworth who screamed when Braun.
Oh yeah. That's when I used to be the memeologist. Oh, they used to give me weekly memes with that.
I always remember that, and then the guy that fought the Bludgeon Brothers. Double power bomb.
Yeah, like 6-7 years ago, WWE used to just give us these just straight up, not even fair squash matches. It would be like the 3 of us against Braun Strowman. Like, no.
when Braun Breaker gets called up, I want them to do that with Braun for like 6 weeks. I want them to give Braun the biggest losers and just have him tear through them. I need it.
That's gonna be terrible for whoever takes that spear.
Good.
That's gonna be terrible for whoever takes
Jesus.
that.
Anyway, Seth beats Omos, and then we get to Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Bronson Reed. It was fine, you know.
We knew the ending. We knew what was going to happen. We knew who wasn't going to win.
Right. We knew who wasn't going to win, but damn it, they're gonna have to do something because Bronson, every single time he's in one of these matches, and we know he's not going to win, he puts on a hell of a performance. They're gonna have to start letting that man win.
Bronson really, like, people always drives me nuts. People are like, oh, he beat Okada and ended up doing this. Yeah, and now he's like kind of trying to steal the show whenever he's on. You know, he's making good performances. It's just that only spot for him right now as far as like a title, which he's here in a spot where both Theory and Gunther are kind of running things, and it's just like you could have had him beat Theory, but he's not gonna beat Gunther, you know?
Nah, not one bit.
I mean, he's in a good spot where he is right now. We know that he's in that lineup of next up.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You read my mind. Yeah, like that's where he is. He's fine. Then we had Ripley and Zelina Vega. What did you want to say about this, Kenny?
I love the fact that Zelina Vega is very proud of her Hispanic heritage. I love the fact that she is Puerto Rican through and through. She's from Queens. She's from fucking Queens, New York. I can get on the train right now and go to her dad's house if I wanted to, more than likely. Well, not her dad's house. Unfortunately, that man, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. But
Jesus.
Right, I really didn't mean to say that. But like if I could go to, she's from Queens. She's from Queens. Okay? She's from Queens. And everybody is acting like, oh, she's the hometown hero. She's this. She's from fucking Queens. She's not the hometown hero. It was an accident. I know what happened to her father. That was a complete accident. I didn't mean that. I was just using it like.
It's fine. You didn't mean that. It's okay. There are people that
Tito. My father's Puerto Rican. Tito, my father's Puerto Rican. Okay. So I understand having pride in your heritage, but for people to go, that's the hometown girl. No, the fuck is not. Her hometown's a story of fucking Queens. The N and the R train. All right, it's nowhere in Puerto Rico.
The same thing about Bow Wow. Bow Wow's not from Columbus. He's from Reynoldsburg. He's not the prince of the O-Town.
I know I'm Puerto Rican, but still, you don't hear me going, I'm representing I'm a hometown hero in Puerto Rico. No. If Kenny says he's at his hometown, you best believe he means Brooklyn.
I mean, you got the colors.
Okay.
No, you got the colors to represent, you know.
Hey, listen, Tommy Hilfiger represents everybody. But
I get your point, but you know, let him.
I understand that this also was a makeup for her segment getting cut that prior show. I do understand that, but to have the announcers and the commentators act like she was born, bred, and raised and still lives in PR kills me. And it's like, you went to the high school that my cousin went to. That ain't in PR. Like, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They go, how did he become Puerto Rican? That's what they say. They don't say that's what I got. But I just, and Reggie, there is absolutely no way I would have called an audible on that Zelina versus Rhea match. Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way.
There's no reason for her to be losing in basically what is essentially her first title defense. It would
have been her first.
It would undo everything that they built up for Rhea Ripley and Judgment Day.
Right. Yeah, like you had her beat Charlotte at Mania to lose to Zelina?
Zelina, who until now has not been getting any wins. Is part of a group that, let's be honest, has not been getting any wins.
Let's be realistic. Zelina is, from what I have seen in the years that I have watched Zelina, I do not think she has the in-ring capabilities of Rhea Ripley. Which is
Ripley, no. But I think she could win some kind of belt. I mean, didn't Shirley a tag champion already?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, her and Carmella were tag team champions.
Like, could she maybe? But like against Rhea,
no.
No.
If it's Natty, then yeah.
Not the Bully Ray audible. I heard about this. Jesus. No, absolutely not. No. That already. First off, that's a little too cheesy.
Very.
But also, that really hurts Rhea. That really hurts Rhea. You can't have her lose her first title defense and then get it back. You can't do that.
Especially after they made a big deal about Rhea being officially a part of Judgment Day for a full year.
Do you remember when Sasha kept losing her belt the first time she defended, and everyone was like, "Oh, why can't she win this? Keep this thing."
Mm-hmm.
The same argument, but that's an argument that you damn sure shouldn't be having at Rhea Ripley.
Nah,
she's the most dominant person on that roster.
And doing that makes me
Gunther and Rhea Ripley. It's those three most dominant.
Doing that makes me think of when Zack Ryder won at WrestleMania and then lost it the next night.
The next night.
I was just like, well, why? What was the point of him winning last night? It was for his dad. I'm like, his dad was there. He could have lost in front of his dad too. Oh wait, he just did.
Right.
Rhea getting it is a pretty dominant win. Zelina got some licks in, but Rhea.
We all got our favorite pin. We got to see our favorite pin.
Which has become which has become like she knows it's everybody's favorite pin at this point, and she does it on purpose, especially to Zelina.
That's mommy.
And then Zelina, she still got her chance to like soak it in when Rhea left. The crowd was all over and doing all kinds of chants. I didn't understand because I don't speak English. But I mean, they loved her, and she got broke down in tears. And she got a chance to embrace, and she got her moment. That was her moment. Her moment wasn't winning the belt.
I like the part that had me crying was when she took the chancleta from her mom and threw it. That part had me dying. I'm not going to lie.
What was funny about that was Michael Cole having to explain it.
Right. That was the best part.
That is a chancla, and
didn't even say it right.
That is a chocolate, and if you're Puerto Rican, you know that means bit like shut up.
Like, yeah, that's like what was that? Tortillas, get your hot tortillas.
Hot corn
tortillas.
Or Napoleon Dynamite, go in there and make yourself a quesadilla.
Right.
I'll have 6 chicken fajitas, please.
I mean, she's been queen of the ring. She's been a tag champion. She's going to get her moment. It just wasn't going to be that night.
That was her moment.
Money in the bank.
That was her moment. That's a good moment.
That was her moment. Like, she lost. That was her moment.
But she got to have the fans cheering her name afterwards, and she had her. That's what she wanted. That's what she got.
And her husband was there too. So boom.
Yeah. Your fake white accent whiter than your real accent. That used to be my real accent. Next up was the match of the night. Bad Bunny.
The real main event.
The real main event.
I can't believe they didn't have this. That is the one bad thing about this show.
Yeah,
This should have main event.
They called this a double main event. This was
now
the main
that
event.
was the hometown hero.
Double main event, third match from the end.
Right.
Not even right behind the main event. The third from the end. Like, come on.
And let's be realistic, as the crowd was dead for the other 2 matches after this.
I'm not gonna say they're dead. I think they were loud the entire night, but they were nowhere. The issue is like you were not gonna reach this point again. This is as loud as they're gonna get all night.
Mm-hmm.
You put that in the main event. When you don't have a world title on the show, put the most exciting thing in the main event.
I was about to say the only way they would have gotten any more louder if they heard Roman's music.
But man,
first of all, I always thought it was cool to have. One of the things that I love about Seth Rollins is, and I think it's so cool when he comes out, how the entire crowd just like I've been one of those people singing it, and to hear it is so like, wow, these people are really singing his song. So I know he feels that way every arena that he goes to, but the loudness of the people that were singing Bad Bunny's song when he came in, word for word, beat for beat. I don't think I have ever heard anything like that for a wrestler's entrance.
You ain't gonna hear that.
I don't think I have ever.
You ain't gonna hear that.
I saw people comparing it to Jericho's entrance. Like, it's not even close.
It's not even close to that.
Listen, I was at Arthur Ashe Stadium for AEW's first time going there. Okay, and I was at Arthur Ashe Stadium the first time when AEW came there, and Arthur Ashe Stadium is a big ass crowd, and it still didn't compare to what I heard on the television.
And we're not saying that's like a bad reaction. It isn't, but it's just that they're 2 different worlds of reactions. Like I don't think I'll ever hear something that loud again.
You have a whole country, you have a whole nation, basically, a whole country.
It literally sounded like the entire island of Puerto Rico was singing that damn song when he came out.
They all listen to Bad Bunny. No matter if you're rich or poor, Bad Bunny represents you there. And it's like, you gonna know his music. Everybody is there having a good time. Everybody is there.
Mongo did too.
And then they all know, Bad Bunny coming on. They probably expecting to hear Booker T. Oh no, ain't no Booker T. And they hear that. This is our anthem.
Is they were expecting Booker T like everybody else was. And it was a different song, and they still knew it word for word.
Word for word.
You're not going to get anything like that here in America because we don't identify with a song.
We are not exaggerating when we're saying every single person in that crowd,
every person
was singing at the top of their lungs.
And it's not like the song was new. It was an old song. It was new to us because I don't listen to Bad Bunny all like that. I only listen to Booker. I like Booker T because I like that. But
it didn't close out the show.
Right. Cody and
Cody and Brock closed out the show.
It is, and I've not been able to find a better way to express this. And so I said this to a friend of mine, and he said that's the whitest shit you've ever said. But it is the raddest entrance I have ever seen in my life. Like I can't think of another way to describe it.
Everything WWE is always in their bag when it comes to their production. Nobody can top their production. They always show out if it's WrestleMania or one of the stadium shows, or if it's a show that's overseas. They showed out for that entrance. They had the drones flying around. So that whole zooming in made that even more.
That went like through
the crowd, yo.
It's like going through, like, yo, we going through the people. We going through the people. And you literally see everybody singing this song word for word. And then come to find out all he is all translating it. All he's telling them is you ain't got no more bullets. So I'm about, like, you done for. You out of bullets. And I'm not. He's just basically talking about killing somebody. And in the video, he got Ric Flair. So
we could talk about this entrance for
a whole show.
Long time.
Pretty much.
Let's get so like
him and Roman had the best entrances of the year.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's something else that needs to be said about this. Match. One thing that needs to be said about this match.
Okay.
We've given Bad Bunny all the flowers that we could give him. Damian Priest. Damian fucking Punishment Martinez. Brother.
I was saying that earlier. I was like,
right.
Now Priest got it. Damn it.
Damian, dude, bravo to you. Because, yeah, that might have been Bad Bunny's moment or whatever, but without you, I don't think that moment happens, man. Straight up and down.
You know what I loved the most about that was Damian Priest selling.
That's what I mean. Without him.
What's going on, Mike?
He was Bam Bam. That's who he was this time. He got paid handsomely.
So before we get
what's
into
up, fellas?
What's
going on, brother? Bad Bunny is met by the LWO backstage, and this includes Savio Vega, who when Savio showed up on screen, that crowd went ape
shit.
I forgot about Savio Vega.
I like, low key
forget about Savio.
Low key, Matt. Low key. No, that shit bright, big sign. I forgot who the fuck Savio Vega was. When they said it, I was like, Savio Vega. Wait, Savio? Savio?
Like, I didn't see the segment because I got up. So when his music hit during the match, I was like, dun dun dun. I was like, who's
okay.
Oh, yeah, he got that weird ass music.
But,
okay, this might be a little racist of me. Might be a little racist of me, but when I was younger, I was
He got to throw up the
I got to do the thing. All right, go ahead.
He got to do the thing. The views are one individual.
You said I want to be racist. I definitely don't want to be involved in this shit. So I'm just gonna.
I said this might be a little. Maybe it's because they both have tattoos and very similar skin complexions. But when I was younger, you couldn't tell me Savio Vega and the Godfather weren't brothers or related.
I mean, they are in BSK together.
But you couldn't tell me they weren't related. Like that's his little cousin or something.
Speaking of BSK, it's weird that Undertaker feels the way he feels, considering who
he was around. Maybe he knew they would kick his ass, so that's why he kept it to himself.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure he was not saying that to Yoko.
No, hell no. So this match starts off with Bad Bunny bringing the cart of weapons down to the ring.
A supposed tribute to New Jack.
My only complaint, the Bad Bunny, listen, my friend, the Bad Bunny, don't ever come on my damn wrestling screen again with a bodysuit shirt on. Either wear a t-shirt or no shirt at all, brother. Don't come on my screen with some shit that I can look over at my missus and go, don't you got that?
The match starts off with Priest shoving him down, kind of going with hey, you sure you want to do this? And then Bunny slaps the taste out of his mouth.
That wasn't fake.
No. Then he ducks a punch and picks his ass up for a fucking Michinoku driver.
Off the rip.
Damn. I mean,
this is what I do.
He was a 10-pound bag of fertilizer.
He did that shit like he was a creative wrestler. That's how he did that shit.
That is everyone's jaw dropped. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be a great 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And Priest kicked out quick, but he was stunned. He was like, "Did he just fucking do that to me?"
Like, did he really hit a wrestling move on me? Like, no way.
Like a real one?
Because he's Bad Bunny. He got the power of the feet.
And then Priest got real and whipped his ass for a good 8 to 9 minutes.
And 2 times Priest had him pinned and stopped the pin. And it's like, there you go. That's giving Priest the out of I could have beat him whenever I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
That gives him the out. Because he hits him with a South of Heaven, boom, 1, 2, and he just nope. Not done yet. Not done yet.
Beats his ass up some more.
They go to the outside and they go into the crowd. And they get to a table set up by some boxes. And Jesus Christ. Priest takes Bad Bunny. The biggest star. Let's be real, like the biggest star in the world, music
Easily.
I mean, like
him and Harry Styles.
Yeah, like it's just like one of the most recognizable people on this planet, and drives his ass through a table with the broken arrow.
Yeah, he turned him into rabbit stew.
God.
Right.
Bad Bunny became rabbit stew for a moment.
Picks his ass up over his shoulder and just carries his limp, lifeless corpse over the barricade, dumps him in. But he's not done. He wants to have some more fun. And that, again, he goes for his windmill kick. Bunny ducks it. Bam! Priest breaks his leg.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I'm like, oh, Priest is about to. Priest right here is this is money selling.
Right.
Yo, the fact that Priest on the floor. Wait. No, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Something's really wrong. Wait. Come on, bro. Come on.
Like, yo, Benito, please. Like he was like begging. There's a point where he gets in the ring and before he starts slinging his leg into the ring post.
Yeah.
Priest goes, oh. He actually goes audibly. He goes, oh shit. Oh no. No.
Yeah.
No. Like. And he tries to stand up and he can't. Like, oh no. Like he realizes, oh, I fucked up. Oh, this isn't good. And Bunny grabs his leg and he looks at the crowd and they're getting hyped up. Boom! Does it again. Waits for the crowd to get excited. Bam! And then he grabs a chair.
And concertos his fucking kneecap.
Oh God.
Priest kneecap said, "King-a-ling-a-ling, broke me a ting." That's what his fucking kneecap said.
Bunny goes back inside, locks in the figure 4.
A good ass figure 4.
A good figure 4.
And it's hard to put a figure 4 on someone as tall as Priest too. When you
someone
fight,
as short as Bunny.
But
it's a
Priest,
big ass height difference.
And then on top of that, Priest's legs are like he's shaped weird. He has like no upper torso. Like he's
just legs.
Right.
It's like if Ricky Spanish found those magic pants in American Dad.
I'm done. I'm done.
Roger just adds the pants to Ricky Spanish. So Judgment Day comes out to interfere, and then we get Rey Mysterio out. But it's the numbers game. So who else comes out? Fucking Carlito Cole shows up.
Yes, I spit in the face.
And man, when that song played and Carlito's name popped, that crowd blew the roof off of the place.
They need to sign Carlito, man. That man look like he need to be beating Austin Theory
for
the U.S. title. We need Cena versus Carlito.
He's in great shape, man. That's the best shape he's ever been in.
Listen,
Carlito
is the Puerto Rican Superman. Plain and simple.
Also, I want to go back.
Did you see how that crowd went apeshit when that music hit?
Yeah. Real quick, when he did the figure 4, and Cole was like, "That's an ode to Ric Flair, who used that move many times in Puerto Rico." That's not what that was. That was to Carlos Colon.
Yeah.
That was the whole point was everything he was doing was like an ode to Puerto Rican wrestlers, except for New Jack. That was, but everything like that was the whole point. So I kind of wish Cola gotten that, but it's okay. Yeah, Kaluta comes in, he fires off, he gets the apple and spits it in Dom's face.
I think so.
Dom
Yep.
Dom. And then Finn and Dom go to the floor where they're met by Savio Vega and the LW.
Who's walking like his hemorrhoids is flared up.
Dude, that gut hangs so low it pushes his balls back.
Out the Finn, though.
I have seen many a high school offensive line coach walk like that. I know exactly.
Finn's ass walking out there talking about some hola.
That's too much pork over the age of 50. That's what happens. That's shit.
Savio Vega is shaped like Tuttle from American Dad. Okay.
Finn, I know Finn got paid good to get his ass beat by Savio Vega.
Like
he sold his ass off for Savio.
The same way Priest sold his ass off for
Ray went from being like, I don't want to fight my son to let's gang up on my son and whip
every week. Every week.
He's got to make up for all those times his son has beat him up. You thought WrestleMania was it? Oh no, that was just the beginning.
Ray's still mad. Dom came to the house to start shit. Right. That's what this is all about. Ray's still mad. Dom came to the house to start shit.
For Thanksgiving. He still got to make up for Christmas. He got to get him for New Year's.
Thanksgiving is right when I was like, all right, Dom rules. Dom's I was right now. I was like, okay, I
was on the Dom train early.
That man showed up with Rhea and said, I'm here for Thanksgiving, Mommy. What?
What's going on, Mommy?
He had me as soon as he went to jail. As soon as he went to jail, he started acting like he was hard. I was like, okay, yeah, he got me.
Bro, when he showed up at Thanksgiving and he said, Mommy, this is Mommy. Anyway, so back in the match, Priest baits Bunny in with the windmill kick again, but his knee gives out before he can hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny takes advantage. Boom. Puerto Rican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Boom. A perfect 25 minutes.
Right.
I mean, just start to finish.
Crowd. Say it again now.
I cannot wait for my nephews to come up here the next time they get here so we can show them that match.
25 minutes. Don't get no more perfect than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that 25 minutes is what a lot of people on the independent circuit would be like, oh, that's not real wrestling. You know what? That was, if you keep it there, that was 25 minutes of pure perfection of sports entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. If someone asks you what, both. Honestly, I like both. I do like both.
I don't hate the other stuff. It's just that like that interaction from the crowd is so hard to get with those.
Yeah.
You know, like we've seen 5-star classics from people that the crowd just didn't care about that much. And it just kind of takes you out of it where it's like, oh, it's like a lot of silence for a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
And then I think if you're going to give me like 25 minutes of this or 25 minutes of a 5-star classic, whatever the crowd is more invested in is what I'm going to go with. And damn.
Because the crowd will, because being in the crowd also, it makes you feel like you're in the match. You do become more invested. Like, it really, so all right, Margo, I'll agree with you with that. I'd rather that though.
I'll say this. There's that test of like, if you can watch the match on mute and it's good, it's a great match. If you watch this on mute, it will not be nearly as good. It will still be interesting. It'll still be exciting because it's still this Bad Bunny somehow like surviving. Like it's still interesting. It won't be as exciting because you don't hear this crowd giving
The emotion.
everything they have to get
With-
money to win this match.
With WWE, particularly the main roster, I feel like it's most of their matches you damn near can't watch on these. To Mongo's point, you need the crowd, and also you need the commentary because that's part of the entertainment. You
And
need the commentary.
You really do. You really do. Because all of us have been to wrestling matches. We've all been to one. So when you know you're there, you can't hear that commentary. And when there's a boring match going on in the ring, you fuck around and will doze off.
Mm-hmm. When that crowd gets silent,
you will doze the fuck off.
It is
at a wrestling
silent.
match.
When a wrestling match is silent, you can hear a pin drop.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're hearing every sound the ring makes, and you're hearing every sound of the boots. You hear everything, and it's just.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I introduce you to my oldest. That is the Princess Kiara. All right, get out of here.
The prince.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no. God, just it was perfect.
Yeah.
Can't say anything. It was perfect. Props to Bunny. Props to Priest. You can't say enough. If you haven't seen it yet, go out of your way to watch it.
Yeah.
Next up was the Bloodline versus Riddle, KO, and Sammy. Did they bring Riddle back just to like have him lose for doing all those drugs?
I hope so.
It's like stop doing coke. Lost.
What? I hope so. I hope like this. I hope like this is what they would consider, what he would hope really consider a wake up, because Riddle was my dude. I didn't care about him leaving his wife for a new woman. That happens in everyday life. I don't care about that. What pissed me off with Riddle was that damn mustache he grew. When he grew that nasty ass rat stash and threw in them grills, that pissed me off. That's where I drew the line.
That's terrible.
That's where I drew the line. Damn it.
And that's kind of when we knew, like, all right, something's going on with his head. Something's not right.
Something's going up his nose. That's what I knew. Okay.
And unfortunately, we had another Riddle video pop up on Twitter recently. Don't search him, or you will see.
I'm not.
Yeah, you'll see his snake. He's missing his buddy the Viper, but you'll see his python. That's for sure. If you search him right now, it's a video of him by himself. That's about it. So just Matt Man cannot catch a break. But honestly, it's mostly him. It's all his fault. Almost everything that happens to him. That's like this leak video thing sucks, but it's just after everything else that they've dealt with, you kind of don't feel bad for him. It's like
shit went bad real quick.
Is this like another? Is this like another like ex that's mad at him, or is it something else? And then like the other thing about like the person accusing him of the assault years ago, there's just so much. It's just so damn hard to. We all used to be big Riddle people, like, but in the past year, it is just
his nosedive. He has fallen from grace, man.
I'll tell you who's rising to the damn occasion is Solo Sikoa.
Right.
God, Lee. Solo almost killed Jay.
They done fucked up and gave Solo emotions. They're about to make this dude a complete package.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
They're about to make Solo a complete package. He is this close to being a complete package, and then we'll be in another like 3 years. Don't be surprised if we start talking about Solo for champion of everything.
He is such a star. My God, he is incredible.
And I like the fact that they started him with the motion subtly. It was facial expressions for a long time, and then they had him speak just one word, then maybe a full sentence. Then they started adding body movement to him with it. And then they're starting to show the wheels turning in his head. And Solo grabbed Jay by that neck.
And he had it. He was ready. He had it cocked.
He said, "I'm your brother, not him. You gonna hit me?" Solo was living out every little brother's fantasy. Every little
brother's ass.
Yeah.
I mean, they're telling a great story throughout all of this. Roman said it at WrestleMania during the press conference. You got to pay attention. It's gonna be longer than 20 seconds. Like, well, I'm painting a masterpiece. Is basically what he's saying. And we're slowly seeing it come. It's happening. The draft happened. Him and Solo are
together.
They're a pair now.
But didn't we call it like months ago when we said that
could have happened without the belt, though? I think, but that's whatever.
It's like,
but didn't we call this months ago when we said that Solo was going to be the one that ends up beating Roman because he's the one that's going to break off?
Sort of, yeah.
Like we said.
How long has Solo been wrestling?
Overall, or in the company?
Overall. Like, how long?
I don't even know.
Remember, he did it
in 2018. So
yeah.
He's been doing this for going on 5 years now.
But
for 5 years in the business, he's doing pretty damn good.
Right. We can clearly see he is going. We know he's going to break away. He is going to be the breakout star of the bloodline. Like, everything has come. They've built him up perfectly. Is he going to be the one that beats Roman? Is he going to win the U.S. title? Is he going to win Money in the Bank? There's so many different ways they could go about. They could have him break out without him even leaving the bloodline. Like right now, it's probably going to come down to Solo versus one of his brothers, and then eventually the other one, or it's going to be a tag match of Solo and Roman versus the Usos. Something's going to happen.
He is going to be Umaga without the drug
hands.
Because Umaga got fired for violating the policy twice, and he refused to read it. And that's why Umaga ended up getting fired and coming back for like a year and getting fired again. Like, Solo is what Umaga should have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's had no shame in saying that his whole gimmick is basically a tribute to him.
And that's great. But he's also making his own thing.
Yeah.
Because Umaga wasn't as calm as Solo can be. Solo is stoic and Solo can talk. Solo's not a beast. Solo can talk. But Solo, when he gets mad, he is his uncle.
Yeah.
It's a great updated version of that gimmick. It really is.
That's what makes it so funny now when the Roman the video he's Solo!
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite moments with Solo wasn't even a talking moment. It was, I think it was with Cody was talking shit to him, and I think Jay went to say something, and he just put his hand out and stopped Jay. Just like, I got this. That's that moment where I was like, okay, here's where Solo is going to start to take over.
And
they
tried to attack Cody, and Roman was like, Solo, and he couldn't control Solo. That was the hint. So next up we had Brock and Cody, and Cody whooped Brock's ass.
Uncle Brock is fucking nuts.
Jeez.
Uncle Brock is fucking nuts. Let's keep it 100. There was no, ladies and gentlemen, there was no blading involved at all. That man went down fucking first into that shit and busted his shit wide open. Yes, I use a lot of curse words, and I promised a lot of people I wouldn't curse. That's the best way to describe that.
It's so funny.
That's the best way to describe that.
It's because they're like, oh, we don't want you to blade. That's barbaric. Oh, then
Let
Brock
me just
like
fucking go head first into
Randy
some
Orton, or Brock bashing his eyelid into an exposed turnbuckle. That's fine. That's not barbaric. That's okay. Instead of him, they're like sneakily cutting their head, him having to like force a piece of metal into his eye to get
that the worst thing Brock has ever felt.
That motherfucker dove head first into that shit and busted his shit. That is the only way to describe that.
On purpose.
Because he's crazy.
Uncle Brock is fucking nuts.
You think the Jackass guys are crazy back in the day? No.
Mm-mm. They were on drugs.
Nuts.
Brock ain't.
Listen, plain and simple. When they put those rings together, ladies and gentlemen, they have to use another piece of metal to turn that turnbuckle to make it tight. That's how strong that shit is. Like they put a bar through it and turn it to make it tight because it's
and they
metal.
tighten that shit up during intermissions. They come out there and make sure it stays tight.
You know how strong the motherfuckers is that put the most professional wrestlers at one point or another were ring boys and had to put together the ring. Okay, that's why they so goddamn strong because they sitting there turning that shit like all that. And Uncle Brock is fucking nuts for diving head first into that shit. Head first. First of all, don't nobody see nothing wrong that Cody pulled that damn turnbuckle off though. Cody had plans on using that shit before Brock did it to himself.
Of course. You see how the match started.
Yeah.
Cody was not there to play fair.
No, Cody was that's why Cody got his ass the next on Monday. But,
no, Cody got his shit broken on Monday.
So,
okay,
Brock, even after withstanding all this punishment, he takes 3 crossroads, kicks out, locks in a Kimura lock, and Cody ends up pinning him through the lock. And Cody snuck one out and got a win and walked away. Which is a really, really stupid ending to that show.
Yeah.
Because
the crowd kind of was like, that's
what?
he.
That was it? But then, like, after the show, apparently the crowd loved Brock. And he kind of soaked it in. He was doing this little, like, fucking dance he does. Like, they were doing Suplex City chants. They're doing Thank You Lesnar chants. And he looked around, smiled, and he goes, and they all like, ah! They went nuts. So overall, what do you give the show grade was?
A.
Yeah, A. That was definitely A. A. Definitely an A.
Easy A.
Like,
easy
even though,
A.
like, the Bad Bunny and Priest, that should have been the main event. This show.
That's why I didn't get it. That's why I didn't get an A+.
Yeah.
If they'd have had that main event.
That's the one mistake. That Cody Lesnar thing, that ending would have been fine if it wasn't the last thing we saw.
Right.
Like, it is genuinely one of the best shows they have put on in years. Start to finish. Damn good show.
Definitely an A. Easy.
So let's do a little bit of news this week. So we're going to talk about the Riddle video. Let's talk about what's going on with Raw and NXT. We've got 2 tournaments happening in WWE right
Big Bad Booty Bag would probably like Riddle's video.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, I know she saw it. I know she's seen it a few times.
And if she didn't see it,
she probably saved it to her phone already. What are you talking about? Knowing her.
So on Raw and NXT we have tournaments. Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Raw and SmackDown has the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, and
it's a video of him and his dick out. There you go.
Just look. If you search his name, you're gonna find
You got to
Raw had their first. Raw had their first half of the tournament. Cody lost because Brock beat the fuck out of him.
Bad.
I said it in Top Rope. I said it on that post. I said, watch, some bullshit gonna happen, and those two have a match to be the only non-title match at Night of Champions.
It's gonna happen. So we're getting that. Brock was like, "Look at my face! Look at my face! Ah, my face!"
You want to talk?
Was not Brock's best promo.
First of all, we know Brock really shouldn't be yelling because we know how he sounds when he starts to yell.
He just turns red. That's all that happens. This is Brock. He's just a red ass man.
He sounds like a fucking bird. We got the Universal title rematch. We got Finn Balor versus Seth in the semifinals, which was great.
Finn tried to take Seth out the same way.
Would that would have been a bitch if that actually worked? What if that actually injured Seth? We're never doing this move ever again.
If that injured Seth, I would have been like, wow. Well, he ain't no keeper now. Cody got to win the title.
Seth won that. We kind of expected Seth to get to the finals.
I'm saying Seth versus Edge.
I'm going AJ.
It's one of those two old people.
Either AJ or Seth. Because who else is it going to be, really? So Seth won that, and so he's going to be in the finals. The NXT, we had the beginning of the women's title tournament.
Mongo, I'm sorry. There's one thing that kind of irked me that I did see on Raw that irked me. This comedic feud with Miz and Nakamura.
Yeah, that sucks.
Why?
They're trying to just they're just giving him any type of feud. That's why he had that bullshit ass feud with Cross, where he just destroyed Cross on Friday.
You could have Nakamura in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he really could have been. He didn't need to be in that triple threat match. He should have been in the other one. It should have been Seth versus Nakamura as a final. Yeah. Or at least keep him on SmackDown to face Seth in the finals at Night of Champions.
This was the perfect time to relaunch Shinsuke Nakamura, and they failed outright. It sucks.
Right. It really does.
I thought after him beating Karrion Kross and then saying, "Oh, he's going to be in the triple threat. He's going to be in a title tournament." I'm like, okay, he's going to make it to Night of Champions. As soon as I saw he was in that triple threat match, I'm like, well, I know he's not winning. I guess they're going to kind of keep him in this upper tier, the Gunther level. I guess that's where we ain't got no link for that.
Look up your own porn. I'm not doing that for you. I mean, good God.
We got no link for
that. Yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but it's just at this point I don't know what they're. It's kind of interesting that I feel like this shows that Vince is still in charge.
I feel like they just.
Then again, Trips didn't do much with him when he had control for 8 months anyway.
That's what I'm thinking. It's I feel like Trips just doesn't Trips knows what he wants to do with him, but he doesn't know what to do with him right now. So he's just like, oh, just feud with Miz until we can get to the point where you can possibly be in the Intercontinental title picture or Money in the Bank.
That shit. I told you to have my back. If you'd have had my back, it irked me. It irked me. It irked me because y'all know Naki's our boy. Yeah. Naki's our boy, yo.
Well, and we like Miz, but it's just
right.
This is
nah. That ain't the right feud.
But yeah, so that happened. NXT we're starting their tournament. And in a shocking turn of events, we got Gigi Dolan against Tiffany Stratton in the opening round. It's like neither one of these women should be losing this early.
And you know who loved that match? Devon.
Yeah. Boy's gonna slide on past that. And we're like, okay, well, I guess JC's gonna interfere so Gigi can have an out. No, Tiffany just beat her ass clean in like 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck? What was that?
Tiffany letting y'all know.
That was yeah, like Tiffany should win the belt. No shot. It should be Tiffany. But why was Gigi just like flat out stomped in the opening round?
I don't know what HBK got his eyes crossed and messed that up because I was kind of confused because
I'm told you them cross eyes make him think that there's more people on the roster than what there is, so he probably thought it was 2 different people.
I told Mongo when we had that discussion about it on Tuesday. I was like, if the women's division is so injured, you don't need to. If they're this injured, you don't need to be having a tournament. You need to be having your good old standby ladder match or something, or a fatal 5-way, because you don't have enough
something. Yeah,
because stalling out people like Gigi and everyone else, these people that are losing in the first round, that's not helping them. That's stunting their growth.
And Gigi's red hot right now. Gigi, is, like, I don't know what the hell's.
What was her name before Gigi? Because she put up an Instagram post saying she missed PK or whatever.
Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah, she said she missed PK.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Great. It's like, does she want to quit? Is she about to have a gimmick change?
What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that and not only was it short and kind of a stomp, it wasn't a good match. They didn't have a lot of great chemistry. It was just such an odd thing to see. Of course, Tiffany hit that amazing moonsault she has, but just not a great showing.
Right.
And then the second match in this tournament had Kiana James in it, and it was a more interesting match.
That was a good ass match. I'm so happy for her to see.
She's come a long way. Kiana's come a long way.
So I'm saying, it wasn't that long ago that Kiana was just not really that good.
Right.
And she has really stepped it up to the point.
Like you see that title reign has helped her. That title reign actually helped them. They improved.
Yeah. So she loses to Lyra Valkyria in a pretty great match. I think having 2 tournaments at the same time is a bad idea.
Yeah, it low key is.
It kind of waters that shit down.
Yeah.
That's why just NXT has enough tournaments. You should have just done a battle royal.
I mean, WWE is getting their 2 tournaments that they wanted to get done because they decided to
not do King of the Ring,
King and Queen of the Ring randomly.
Doing Night of Champions instead. Even though some of our champions can't go to Saudi Arabia, it's
and one doesn't even have a match yet. Roman.
Good.
But he's advertised for that bitch.
He gonna be there. He gonna be there for Saudi Prince. Saudi Prince demands to see Maddie Reigns.
So yeah, that was basically what the stuff with NXT and Raw that mattered. AEW, we saw some returns, so we know that that Punk and this whole collision thing are happening. It's this apparently between that and how Dynamite's done so far. AEW got a new deal with WBD. I think it was a $1 billion deal. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn
massive deal.
Also, side note, Discovery turned profit on their streaming services for the first time ever. So
that's impressive considering most streaming services just don't turn profit anyway. That's very because Netflix barely turns profit. For the most part, Netflix is in the red.
Like Warner Brothers Discovery is just leaking money. Like we got more money than them right now. So good job, y'all.
Good on them.
Y'all better make that money for them dragons.
Well, at least that script's done before the strike happens.
Yo,
Right.
Right.
This is royally fucked up. Last of Us and the vampires for me and Kenny.
We are all
Right,
Joe
completely
Jackson about these dragons. Dragon Joe Jackson, baby.
Get your ass in there and make that fire.
Get the dragons going.
On Dynamite, we saw 2 returns. Thunder Rosa and Miro both showed
Look who
up.
decided to show up to work.
Her back don't hurt.
Which one? Which one? It's the same complaint either way.
Finally showed up to work. I know that's what Britt Baker said when she did show up. Oh, look at this bitch.
Nah.
She finally want to show up to work. I know that's what Tony Storm said. Oh, look, the champion is here, y'all.
Nah, Britt went just like this.
Possibly come up with in this
I'm
scenario.
about to bust his ass.
I'm about to bust her ass.
One wrestler that just refused to do storylines and refused to put a new person over, and then also Miro showed up. So it was nice that
right, she just happened to show up right when the season finale of All Access just happened.
right when they're about to get that new show. Oh, now
We need another season 2, baby.
Hey, I bet you they had the ATL moment. Like, I know that ain't who I think it is.
Her ass walked in that locker room.
I am back. What it do, baby?
And they all looked at her like,
I know it ain't who I think it is.
I was low-key. I was low-key defending Thunder Rosa for a while about like, you know what? Back injury, like I messed my back up once. Back injuries suck. God damn, I was on the wrong side of that shit.
after a while, it's like, damn, she ain't came back yet? Damn, she still ain't came back? Like, all right,
it's
then
like,
she
might need surgery. She's getting shots in her back, which, you know, that shit sucks.
Her
And
ass took a
then, like,
vacation.
Like I think it was like a month ago, they were like, Thunder Rosa might need some serious surgery to get her back fixed.
And then you see
And
her
now
do a
she
video.
Walks back in on Dynamite
Like
with a
nothing
storyline.
happened.
She took an extended vacation. That's what the hell she did.
To not put Tony Storm over.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Petty.
Allegedly.
P-E-T-T-Y-Pet-T.
Oh yeah.
Petty mayonnaise.
I don't know, man. It's just Jesus Christ. You know, like hopefully they have that stuff all buried and they're okay. I don't think that AEW backstage show helped out with that at all.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So far nothing has come up with like, oh, the show's making shit worse. So I could be wrong. I don't know. You know, as far as like these reality shows, I never watched them when I was growing up, so I don't really give a shit about them. So my idea is like, why would you show this? Obviously, this is going to cause problems in the net.
Fucking.
Well, the last episode I watched that little All Access, it was mostly about Adam Cole's return. So
that's really what they should have kept it about. They should have just made it an Adam Cole documentary.
Yeah.
It was about his return to the ring and his first match back, and they were showing Britt's side of it, you know, being a good, you know, shack-up partner.
I've heard it's also a good show for like Sammy's like restructure.
No.
Yeah, he's not as much of a dick on there.
That's what I've heard. I've heard like if you watch it, you end up like not hating Sammy as much.
No, I didn't say that.
Which is good.
They told him to be on good behavior. Come on.
I didn't say that. I said he's not as much of a dick.
It's you know, I don't really understand the show. I think it's a bad idea. I think we all think it's a bad idea.
Right.
But you know, who knows? Maybe we don't know what we're talking about. As far as those returns though, you got Miro, who allegedly didn't want to put Orange Cassidy over.
Miro is back again.
Oh boy.
Who Miro already had a rough run there. Like the best man shit was terrible.
At this point, Rusev is better than Miro. It's still better than Miro.
Yeah, Rusev had the better U.S. title run compared to like the TNT belt. Like he had a lot better U.S. title run.
Like the only thing with Miro was the TNT customized title. But even then, it wasn't even the coolest customized title because Genie is the best one. Shout out to Scorpio Sky, wherever you at.
I didn't hate the God's favorite thing. It's just that it didn't lead anything.
Right.
It just kind of it stopped one day, and now Darby's champion again. Like, all right, and then he just disappeared. So we'll see what happens with Miro. I still kind of hope for the best for him, but I don't know. Thunder Rosa, I guess we're gonna have Thunder on Collision and Britt on Dynamite.
Good.
That's gonna be how that works out.
Miro needs to be in Ring of Honor.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, so CM Punk's first feud back is reportedly, according to Fightful, it's either going to be Chris Jericho or it's going to be fighting Samoa Joe.
Oh boy!
Bring back.
Punk can have a belt on him as soon as like July.
I believe it.
King of television again.
I believe it. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? He's getting his own show, so why wouldn't Tony give him a belt? CM Punk is literally getting his own show, folks. When you think about it, this is literally
getting his own roster, his own show.
Like someone on Twitter compared it to,
wow.
It was like, damn, he's really getting his own show. And someone called it Lamar SmackDown. Because it's basically like the Ravens paying Lamar Jackson. They're like, hey, y'all are the Baltimore Lamars now. All that money you're paying him. This is going to be AEW Punk. AEW Punk featuring CM Punk.
It's like when the NWO got sold out. But they have their own brand going afterwards.
That shit. He got his.
I
don't watch now.
The only person on here that watches everything every week is me. That's because I get paid to do it. I have to be able to write about shit. If I wasn't doing that, no.
I had Impact on, but Impact is actually interesting. AEW is always out of all the matches they usually have. Last night was probably a good night for them, but it's I'm gonna watch the Laker game. I'm not gonna watch. I don't care about AEW because more often than not, they have a big announcement. Somebody comes back that you're like, okay, they're back.
Matt,
it won't matter.
This week they had the big announcement. You know what the announcement was? The announcement this week was they're having an announcement next week.
See?
It's Tony going, there's a huge announcement coming next week. That was the announcement this week.
And then they talk about the big announcement, and then what usually happens is I sit on wrestling Twitter while I'm at work because nothing is happening, and then I find out the announcement is going to be all in at Wembley. It's I don't need to watch the show now because I already know what it is.
Now the cage match between Moxley and Omega was pretty damn.
I would watch that back. I hate that.
Awesome.
I hate the ending. I'm mad that such and such did that. Well,
we can talk about it. Don Callis turned on Kenny Omega, folks.
He turned on him, but at the same time, I know what it's leading to.
He bust that man in the head in a screwdriver.
The boys about to get back together. Because he said, who can I turn to if family is going to turn on me? You know who you can turn to.
Here comes Coda.
You can turn to Coda. You can always look on over your shoulder and see Matty Page sitting right there waiting on you. Cowboy shit.
What does Konosuke do now? Because he was hanging out with Kenny and Don. And now Don's turned on Kenny. Does he go with Does he go with Kenny or does he go with Don?
Don.
Don makes Kanosuke Takeshita like a
whoever signs his checks. Right now.
Don having to like teach him how to be a dick will be kind of fun TV to watch. I'd watch that. Yeah, I don't know. The shows that I will watch every single week are Impact and NXT.
Yeah.
That's it for me. Like
I love NXT. NXT is my favorite show. Y'all know I love NXT.
Broncos pick NXT.
Wow.
I love NXT.
NXT has the best mid card right now.
See, Mongo went from not liking 2.0 to now he is back to within.
Well, 2.0 sucked.
Yeah, 2.0 is dead.
I mean, it's still 2.0. It's still technically 2.0.
As soon as they change Braun's gear, it 2.0 died.
It's still 2.0.
Now the belt's on Melo, and now Braun is a demon. Oh, it's great shit.
Yeah,
I do love Melo. Basically confirming.
Dying.
And I picked them. He's like, man, next time I come back, I'm so not going to do that.
That man got sliced in half.
That springboard? Yeah, I wouldn't do that shit either.
Yeah, he was like, next time I return, I am never doing a springboard.
Then we got Wes Lee at the top of the mid card with Tyler Bate, Drew Gulak, Dragon Lee, Eddie Thorpe, who is still getting his feet under him.
HBK.
Why did Dijak try to murder Dragon?
I cannot wait for that match. So Battleground is happening the same time as Double or Nothing, which sucks.
Oh boy.
I gotta find time to watch that Dijak and Dragunov match. That shit's gonna rule.
Dijak tried to.
What they're doing with Dijak.
He tried to squeeze the life out of him with them stairs. Like
he's NXT's dog.
They're doing the Dijak what they did with Killian Dane when he went up and came back down.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was like the big monster that would always lose. That's what they're doing. I'm pretty sure Dijak's not going to be here next year. That's my guess.
Like he's just putting seasoning on everybody before he gets his final paycheck and he ends up teaming up with Keith Lee as Donovan Dijak again.
Pretty much, yeah. And then that's really about it. Impact's doing a big old Australian tour, leading with, I think they're gonna have like a pay-per-view down there, which is pretty neat.
I can't believe this is their first time coming to Australia.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do some stuff with the Mighty Don't Kneel guys. Old TM61.
Oh yeah.
And, I still can't believe they got Trinity. That still blows my fucking mind. I don't know how that worked out.
Right.
They got Trinity. Spend money.
They got Trinity and they got Nick Aldis. Like, Jesus. All right. I don't know where that money came. Did Scott D'Amore win it big in Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Suck some dick.
No, he sold it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Dang-a-lang for sale. Dang-a-lang for sale.
Then we got SmackDown tomorrow. We got basically the ultimate SmackDown match with Ray, Edge, and AJ. Two of the SmackDown 6, and then the face of the house that SmackDown Live built.
And then Roman comes back to start this whole bloodline implosion.
Right. Roman's going to come back and be like, hey.
I saw something on TV. I saw something on the internet that was like, what if Roman somehow gets into this tournament and wins that belt? The heat that would be on from fans.
I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I can handle that.
I mean,
yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
I'm already ready for you to lose this.
It would be funny.
No. It'd be funny.
It would be funny.
I'd be like,
but at the same time, Triple H said it when he introduced it, like, we don't have a champion. This show needs a champion.
Tripp. Roman must have
also
Tripp
said it would be a Raw
fucking...
only belt.
Right.
And then SmackDown people got involved. I don't know what the fuck Tripp says.
Yo,
it's probably not true.
But Roman must have got on Tripp's nerve before that fucking promo because Trips was cutting ass. Trips was cutting, since we got somebody that ain't around with the belt, I'm like,
doesn't want to wrestle.
Right. I'm like, oh shit. Somebody feeling a little zesty.
That's like that was like a Cena promo from 2012 when it was fucking with the Rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be here every week.
He better stop for Roman come out there and be like, now remember what I did to you at WrestleMania? I beat you for a belt.
I beat you up and I made you beat your wife up.
Oh shit.
Remember that when he sent Trips into Steph?
Yeah.
Look, Damian Priest is now being seen as a top level player in WWE going forward.
No shit. After what happened on Saturday,
yeah,
you can have him, and you could have had him win that Raw tournament. Damn.
I don't know. Can we deal with another knock-needed champ?
I can deal with it if it's someone as cool as Damian Priest.
I mean, this where
that's true.
The World Heavyweight Championship.
Kevin Nash knock-needed ass.
Here's the thing: they keep trying to make people like we need the next Rey Mysterio for like our Spanish star.
Ray's still here.
Andrade. We're gonna try to make it Santos, and Santos should be it. But do you know who else should be it?
Ray.
Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about this?
Damian Priest.
How about this? Ray ain't left. So they need to stop looking for the next Ray because obviously this little cockroach is gonna fucking stay around forever.
It's gonna be Dom. That's who it is.
If you're looking for your next big Spanish attraction, it is Damian Priest. And also Dom. I would have kind of loved low-key, I don't know if you would have hated this. If Dom won that belt, if Dom was the first world champion,
that's what I'm looking for.
And he started crying and Rhea puts him on her shoulders. Rhea puts him on her shoulders and he's carrying the belt around crying.
Because people acting like they're gonna hate this title. They're not gonna hate it. We all love the old World Heavyweight Championship. We know it's a world championship. It doesn't matter we don't need to be calling it a secondary world title. A world title is a world title.
The only way that it becomes a secondary belt is the second Cody touches it. Cody can't touch that belt. He can't.
Right.
Cody can't have that belt because that's not the belt that he's supposed to win. So if he grabs that belt, that is a second place trophy for Cody.
But
Seth winning that belt, AJ winning that belt.
The Universal title was secondary title when Seth had it. We didn't consider it a secondary title when Brock had it. It wasn't introduced as a secondary title. Finn won it, and they were trying to present him as a fighting champion. It's not his fault. His shoulder decided to just tear into pieces. So it's this new title is going to give us the opportunity to get people as world champions again because no one is going to make any sense to beat Roman.
Back when they split those belts up before, it wasn't this situation with someone like Roman Reigns.
Right.
Where he's barely around, but when he's around, he's beaten every person on the roster except for 4. And that's Seth. That's I guess technically has he beaten AJ during this run?
I don't think so.
I don't think he has. And then
that's only because his ankle was messed up.
Edge can always win it because he can win a.
No, he can't. He got killed with DB. No, he can't.
He did, but
he got killed. No. When you get a double pin on you, you done.
He has the resume.
Mongo, when someone stack another human on you and then somebody else on top of that, you really done. You done.
He should be done.
You done.
But he's in this tournament. And that's why I think it's either him or AJ that's going to win.
think
out of
AJ
that match.
I think
It's one of
AJ
those
Seth
two.
makes the most sense. AJ Seth makes the most sense because neither one of those guys have lost to Roman. And I know that's like obvious, but sometimes the obvious answer is the best answer. You know, sometimes the one that you can see it coming, yeah, but that's probably because it's the right choice.
I
Edge
mean,
is over here talking about if he wins, he's gonna be a fighting champion, and when he loses, that's it. He's retiring. I'm like, oh Lord.
Well, if he loses this tournament, does he retire then? Is he
Who?
Edge?
Edge
is doing the Mickey James last rodeo shit.
Nigga, please.
But I don't think he's going to retire if he loses on Friday. Like I think, if I win the belt,
if he wins the belt, he would retire the moment he loses in a defense.
So kick him in the ding ding and make sure he don't win the belt.
If he loses tomorrow, he's gonna still be wrestling.
Who's in the other match? Sheamus and who else is in this shit?
Let me see.
Oh, Drew should have been in this thing, but he is currently
on some fuck you pay me.
Possibly not coming back.
Drew is on some fuck you pay me.
He's currently reportedly dealing with like some minor injuries. He's trying to heal up. But
And
also,
fuck you pay me.
Yeah, pay me. Pay me what I deserve.
All right, he trying to get paid. That's all he doing. Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, and Austin Theory.
Drew is sitting over there like you think it's cheap to keep up this glistening chest hair? This costs money, bitch. Give me my ends.
I think Lashley and AJ would be pretty great semifinal match. You can have AJ win it and do AJ and Seth. Theory doesn't need to win that again. Sheamus doesn't need it. So Lashley, you can always have Lashley go after Roman. You know, I think those are those are three. Those are three people that Roman hasn't really like dominated.
Yeah, because after looking at that, seeing that now, it's clear that Sheamus, Austin Theory's he has to defend his title at Night of Champions, so we know he's not winning. Is he going to defend it against Sheamus or is he going to defend it against Bobby Lashley? Whoever wins, that's who he's not defending it against.
Let's move that on. So let's have him fight Sheamus.
Right.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we call it? Cool. All right. So for those of you unaware, this is my last time on the show for a while. Having another surgery tomorrow morning. So I'll be, in the comments here or there for the next few weeks while I get my stuff back.
AKA, folks, NWO podcast is coming back.
It's returning.
The NWO podcast is coming back, baby.
And I got
so get out your Hennessy, get out your Black and Mild, get your cheese out, because we gonna party.
I got 2 weeks, and I got to defend my belt on 4 different shows across the week. Medicated? This is bullshit. This sucks.
And we gotta not win. Watch me not win.
And watch you not win?
And watch me not fucking win.
That's because you're cursed. But you'll get it in December.
That's
right.
You're going to dominate in December. You're going to perfectly predict the fucking show.
Yeah. And then lose it at Rumble.
That's when they're going to bring back WWE Day 1. He's going to lose that on January 1st.
Right. That'd be some bullshit. The damn pay-per-view ain't till January fucking 15th. And then fucking
2024, Day 1.
Oh, God. Wait. It's New Year's Evil. New Year's Evil's back. Oh,
right.
He loses at 11:59. Damn.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
I don't give a fuck. I had the longest reign in podcast history.
Follow us here every week, every Thursday, 8:45-ish. We're busy. We got shit to do. We try to get here when we can. Follow the damn page on Facebook so you don't miss out. We've got our link tree, of course.
Linktree / Under the Ring Pod. Then, of course, you can always, on that Linktree, you'll find each one of us individually. First man up is the man that writes all day and all night, Mr. Greg Bush, SK. Give it up one time. Sexual white chocolate. Then of course, you got me, your boy Rock Ribs 44. I don't do much, you know. You got your man, Mr. Freshbed, always talking about what's going on in the world, and the man with the beer in his hand, as always, and the Laker fan, the right answer. And our street team captain, Boriel Maliente, out there doing it, and our local correspondent, who will bring us the latest and breaking news, our boy Justin D. Baxley. Don't forget to follow us, folks.
So next week we'll talk about the finals being set up for the tournament, more of the NXT stuff. We'll talk about wrestling, brother. That's what we're here for. We'll talk about stuff Impact did this week because they're setting up some pretty good stuff for the women's division.
Right.
And then I guess we'll see what's going on with Collision. I guess because next week's announcement is going to be discussed.
Yeah.
Most grand split of all time, y'all.
This motherfucker's getting his own show. Unbelievable.
After getting a fist fight with EVP.
Get your own show.
And pretty much calling the owner a bitch next to him.
In front of their bosses.
And then said that he ain't like nobody on the roster. And he boy.
He works with children. With children.
And he's being the biggest crowd of them all, but he's got a show. Yes, right, Booty Betty.
I couldn't say it, but I'm glad you did.
That's that bullshit.
We'll see y'all next time. Under the Ring out.